Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Moonlight Divine. We're going to be doing some zodiacal tarot readings. I'll wait for a few people to join the room and get yourselves comfortable. And let's have a listen to what the cards have to say this morning, or whenever time you're listening to this too. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome. We'll be waiting for a few more people to join the room. We're going to be doing zodiacal sign readings for each sign. In the description, it explains that it's really wise for you guys to be doing your natal chart, because then you can apply, good morning, then you can apply all the information to different parts of your life. So there's 12 zodiac signs. Good morning. I'll just wait for a while, then I'll teach in a bit. Okay, I'll wait for a few more people to join the room. Looks like there's a lot of people online today. All right. It's really great to see you too, Theo. And everybody else. I just saw Theo's message, so thank you for joining me today. So this morning, I'm going to explain a little bit about how the zodiac signs work. So you have 12 zodiac signs in your chart, not just the first one. The first one just explains your personality in different areas in the different houses. It explains, like, let's say your finances or your family or your spirituality or your home, your job, you know, that type of thing. So the different houses control different things, and you guys can all look this up online. It's readily available online. There's free natal charts that you guys can use as well, and it can tell you what house each of your zodiac placements is in. So then you guys go on and apply the different, each of the zodiac, the 12 different zodiac sign readings that I'm reading to the different areas of your life. Also, if you're interested in like relationship stuff, you know, and it can be any kind of relationship. It can be love, it can be family, friends, work, whatever. You can listen to the zodiac sign of the other person to see where they're at and what they're contending with, so that it gives you better understanding, you know, and it brings cohesiveness between people. So that's our ideas, right? Let's hope. Okay, so guys, looks like we're going to begin, and hang on one second, I just need to grab one thing. Okay. When I'm reading, I get a little confused about what sign I've done and what I haven't, so I'll have to have my little list. All right, so we're going to begin with the sign of Aries. It's the first zodiac sign of the zodiac chart, so we'll begin there, okay? Whoop. And we're already got a card popping out. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, so I am feeling like between two people there is sort of a lot of bickering, a lot of like, I would say conflict, but I'm going to tell you something about this. What I feel is that you are able to, through that conflict, you're able to bring really good results. So I'm not sure exactly what you're working on here, whether it's a relationship or work. So we're going to pull out a few more cards to get a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to pull the Akashic Record cards, and I want to see what's going on here for you, Aries. Okay. So, oh, there we go. We have the Eight of Scrolls, Paths Unknown. So it looks to me like you are working alongside with someone. You're not maybe even sure why, either if it's a relationship or business, you're not really sure why you're having so much conflict. But I'm going to tell you, it's because it sharpens each other's swords. So I am also feeling that when you guys are communicating, the conflict is so sharp because you're both so headstrong. that it allows for all the muddied stuff to filter down and rise to the top. So there creates a harmony through this conflict here, Aries, and this is what I feel that you're contending with. So I'm going to pull one more card here for you. Whoop! Oh my goodness, the cards are really ready to jump around today. You know, last couple of days they did not want to come out. They were just like, you know, I would be shuffling for a long time. So let's hopefully today we don't have to deal with that. You have the Four of Wands. So with this, Aries, I'm going to try to hold these cards up for you. So with this, it seems to be that this harmony and conflict is divinely guided. It also seems like there's going to be great fruition coming forth to what it is that you're contending with. And I'm going to say something here. I feel like, you know, it really matters to you, Aries, what you're doing. It really matters. There's a lot of emotional energy. And this is why the conflicts can be so heated, because you both care. You know, you both care. And there seems to be a lot of intertwining conflict coming towards you that, that needs to be ironed out. Now, with this past unknown, if this isn't going on in your life, I feel like you may be meeting someone, and I am sensing not over the maybe over the holidays, but more in the new year. So I feel like if this isn't happening yet, it will then. If you notice, there is scrolls, a bag of scrolls here beside the person walking through the paths. So this is definitely divinely guided. You're going to be learning a lot about what it is that you're contending with in the next little while here, Aries. I feel also that you guys got a lot of naysayers about what you're doing. And the reason why is because you may have like I don't want to say like failed, but it's not where you wanted things to be. So I also feel like it's coming to that, and the mistakes are part of your path. And so you don't know where it's going to lead when you take this Two of Swords. I feel like if you're just tired of the conflict, I want you to take a pause. And I want you to understand that it's divinely guided, and some things you don't know. What you don't know, you don't know. That's kind of what I'm feeling. What you don't know, you don't know. So that's not anything that you can sort of confront head on. And this is where maybe some fear steps in about the unknown paths, right? And so I am definitely feeling that meditation, connecting in with your spirit, being true to yourself, even if it creates the conflict, because through conflict is the only way that humans can have harmony, you know? It's how we learn. It is absolutely how we learn, is through that friction and through that conflict. Think about this. Anything that's created, it has a friction, you know? And so it has to have that to gain that momentum in order to gain what you want. So that's the message that I get for you guys, Aries. And that's rather exciting to me because it is divinely guided. And there is definitely a path here and a reason why you're contending with this. So don't give up quite yet if that's what you're thinking. It's not the time to give up. All right? You guys let me know how things go. You know, with these, they're predictions, right? So if it's not going on in your life right now, you know, it very well could be coming. So I advise that you listen to these readings more than once, and then you'll be able to see where things are coming to fruition for you. I kind of feel like my guides want to say one more thing about Aries. When you're not in the conflict, they say, you must take time to pause. Doesn't matter what's happening around you. You have to take time to pause in that conflict and be able to bring out your heart energy. And in that, your mind and your heart will be able to connect with the other person's energy, and then it'll smooth through the conflict. Okay? There you go. All right, so Taurus. Whoop. Honestly, as soon as I say Taurus, excuse me. Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords feels like you're in a position of power here, Taurus. It feels like you have a lot of wisdom. It seems like you access the higher energies of the higher realms in the, I want to say, the Akashic Record realms. You want to have, some of you may be leaders, some of you may be even doing what I'm doing, like doing psychic work. And I am sensing here that you are supposed to be doing this. This is also, I wonder if I should have called this reading doubt, because it seems to me that there's a lot of doubt in the air right now about what your paths are, what you have to contend with, where you have to go. So those Tauruses that are in leadership positions, and if you're not, I am sensing that they will come into that in some form in your life. So you must take a step up to that, even if you're tired and you have doubt about your abilities, which maybe I'm feeling that's more the case. Humbleness comes in, and then the doubt, and then the fear, and then it stops you from doing what you want to do. So those of you, I mean, it doesn't matter what job you're doing, but I feel like this applies, okay? Let's see what the She-Wolf has to say about this. There it is. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. Seven of Swords and Queen of Wands. The two of them together, I mean, you are mastering everything that's happening. You're bringing things into balance. You're contending with all of, you know, I want to say this. I feel like the colors are really important here in this reading. I feel like this is about your crown chakra, your communication, and then the yellow is your solar plexus. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this connection to divine. You may not even be, you know, very spiritual. You just have this like an innate knowing about what your path is, and the leadership roles that it plays in this. I feel like your communication is balanced when you're talking with other people. They don't see your fears or doubts or your insecurities or what lack of confidence in what you're doing. And I think that stuff is about divine, making sure you're doing the right thing. And so if you are sort of a perfectionist here, Taurus, I feel like it's time to know that in your imperfection, there is perfection. For sure. So the solar plexus, I want to talk about this because this concerns me. Some of you may be dealing with emotional energies, emotional discord, emotional anxiety even. I'm feeling like anxiety. So the solar plexus is where we receive a lot of energy. There is a specific flow when you're meditating, how to bring energy in. And as you do that practice, coming in from the crown chakra down rather than entering in through the solar plexus so forcefully, if you flow the energy from the top, it paves your way. You're able to communicate, and then your emotions aren't in topsy-turvy turmoil. So some of you may be contending with some of this. So you may be feeling, you may have stomach issues. You may have like the anxiety, depression, all these types of things that you, and it's sometimes, I wouldn't say it's all the time, but sometimes they're really worse, and it may have been really bad up until now. You know, we have Saturn, a whole, like 3 different planets going direct that are bringing in a whole bunch of like expansive energy. Let me just say that it's huge expansive energy, huge growth. We are leaving behind something that is, you know, we don't want anymore in this world. We don't, all the stuff that we're contending with this last year, we don't want. We want to leave that stuff behind, and we want to restart fresh. But we have that base structure to go back on and build upon. Okay, so this solar plexus, if you're contending with your health, it is very important for you to meditate. And I know it's extremely difficult to meditate when you're in those anxiety-ridden, fear-based situations when you don't know something. So I really am imploring you, and I kind of, maybe even like, if this isn't you, you're contending with somebody like this, Taurus, so you're showing people that this is not the way to be, and to create balance within the life. You have it, I feel, and they are wanting this when they're in your presence. So you are feeding them this energy. That's very interesting, to tell the truth. So I want to take out the Akashic Record cards deck and see here what it is that you're contending with. Taurus, what are you contending with here this week? Oh, there it is. Archangel Michael. Whoo! Now you're talking some power here. You guys, what is going on with you? Holy moly, look at that layout. You have leadership, you have contending with your own ill health, helping others contend with their health. You have this energy here, which is cutting out all things that no longer serve you. Archangel Michael is a really good protector. If you need protection right now, then this is very much what you want to call upon, okay? Archangel Michael is there, part of your group, your soul group energy that you can contend with, Taurus, and connect in very, very readily. The energy of the hawk, you may want to look up, or I feel like red tail hawk, look up the totem energy of that. Some of you may be contending with where to see things in the right way. If you are concerned about your children or children around you, I feel like Archangel Michael is going to help you make the right decisions on what needs to be done. Some of you, I'm going to say, may be contending with knowing about abuse, child abuse in some form. So you are really, really concerned about that, and you are going to call upon this angel to help contend with that. Not that you don't take steps in this physical world, but on the spiritual level, I feel like you may be in a position of leadership where you are able to stop this. Okay, so if this is what you're contending with around you, and I feel like this is just for a few, but if this is what you're dealing with, my guys are saying it's important. It's really important to not let this go. I feel like you may feel that you cannot do anything about it, okay? And if you are in the position of being abused, then you need to go and talk to somebody who is going to be there and offer you the help and wisdom that you need to get through this and create that balance in your life. They will help you cut and clear all the negativity. Okay, Taurus? Alrighty. So now we're going to go into the Geminis. The twins. So I'm sensing that a lot of muddled confusion. I feel like you may be like jumping on things that you may believe in and have no structural base for that. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but so maybe I feel like maybe taking a look at some of your belief systems, educating yourself on different areas that you are making strong stances at that actually matter to other people. You know, some of you may be correct, but I feel like when you do your research, you'll be able to discern where it is that people are thinking that you're kind of off the wall. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I feel. So I feel like maybe some more structured understanding about your wisdoms will help you take a step further with that. That's just what I get as I'm shuffling the cards. Okay, Gemini, let's see what's going on, you good communicators and fun-loving people. You like fun, don't you, Gemini? Whoop. All right, you got 2 cards, but you know, I wasn't going to take the 2 cards, but I'm kind of feeling like I gotta. So Gemini gets 2 cards this time. So you have the 9 of Chalices and the Fool. You have a lot of support in and around you here. I'll just begin with this. You have a lot of support around you. People listen to what you have to say. You are in a position of authority within your family unit. What you say matters. How you communicate matters to people. You have the Fool card here, so you're beginning something new. You're starting. I feel like, you know, some of you, the automatic thing I get is like a serious committed relationship, even if you've had like been seeing someone for a long time. It goes deeper. Whatever the situation is with your love life, it goes a little deeper. You're going to begin anew. And I'm also sensing here that there's kind of hidden dangers about some of the things that you're communicating about. someone may be like biting at you and causing contention, and Geminis aren't going to stand for that. I feel Geminis are like, no, I don't want this contention. I'm all about communication. I'm all about smoothing things out, teaching. So I also feel you need to fill your cup, Geminis. You need to fill your cup. So take a look at some of those things that you're contending with. And, you know, if you're correct in your belief system, then others will see the wisdom within that. If you're not, you'll correct yourself and also have the conversation with somebody else about correcting a certain thing. Like I just feel like belief systems. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. For the Geminis. I get kind of too, like I'm getting a really heavy feeling here, like you guys may be contending with a lot, and you're just going through, maybe you're, you know, you haven't taken pause for yourself either. Here we have the Two of Swords, definitely. Whoa, lots of Two of Swords coming up here. Contending with, when I look at this, I feel like going through initiation processes, you know, the Egyptians, they brought us a lot of magic. They brought us a lot of ceremony. They brought us a lot of wisdom about taking care of ourselves, you know, our health, our spirituality. I mean, every aspect of life. They brought us all of these wisdoms. So I feel like you're going through some type of like initiation process of remembering. Some of you may be remembering like past life stuff, guys. Maybe you're having dreams and like wondering how you know something, or how you can communicate like this, or how can you be so good at this and never done it before. So some of you may be contending with that and understanding that you're more than just this life. You're bringing in energies that are from the past and they're coming up. You're not going to take any nonsense from people or even yourself. You're like, maybe some of you are doing like, wow, Jerry, that's pretty bold of you. Asking somebody else on my page to have a reading in their inbox. Nice. It's okay. We'll deal with you later. All right. So some of you may have something nipping at your feet, trying to steal your thunder. Look at that. Somebody just has to do that. Okay. So you have to contend with holding things back. But I also feel on the other end, you have a lot of support here with you. This thing about something nipping at your feet, something's bothering you. Maybe it's maybe another person in a relationship, something of that nature. You know, I feel like there's jealousy in and around you. They really wish, somebody's wishing you very ill. I have to tell you, somebody's wishing you very ill. Somebody does not want you to succeed. Someone doesn't like that you're happy. Someone doesn't like that you have all the support that you want, and that you remember spiritually all the things that you remember. We have this card here. It's popped out. Three of Keys, the chess game. Well, look at that. Some of you may be contending with like past relationships, or pinch my cheeks. Why do I need more red on my cheeks? Okay, so with this chess game, I'll just ignore them, guys. I'll deal with them later. I'm so sorry, but people come, this is a public page, so people come on here and they try to take people's, you know, businesses, etc., etc. And you know what? If someone wants to go, let them go. I don't care. Whatever. I'm just here to give a free reading to help you guys. Okay, so here we go. This chess game, you may have to contend with something that is maneuvering you from a past life. Maybe you got like children and from a different marriage, and you are contending with something that is like from the past. You have to have a chess game. You have to make peace with this person. But I'm telling you guys, you will want to do some protection magic or something, because this person's got it out. They do not want to they're like a dog with a bone, and they don't want to let go. Okay? They do not want to let go. So they're going to be at you until you have this tie that's between the two of you. But you know, I kind of feel like you're just like, I'm going through my processes. I don't care. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to be happy. You know, in general, I feel like you guys are really happy But I would also say to you, if your mind is very scattered and going off, Geminis, is so important for you to meditate. And I mean, it's important for everybody to meditate. I always push that. You guys know that, because this is where we connect in with spirit. So even if you listen to something online, on YouTube, something you pay for on some app or something, great. Have that definitely into your rhythm. And if you feel you don't have time for all of this, you know, you will have a tougher time. You'll have a tougher time, because this you won't be able to see when something's going to attack you that manages what you're doing, and you'll be able to avert it. Okay, you'll be able to avert that. Hey Cher, the Aries reading we already did. I'm sorry, you'll have to rewind it to this video to go back. Okay, so with this chess game that you're managing, you're going to do it right. Okay, you're going to do it right. You're going to contend with holding this at bay. I would suggest that you guys carry around stones of protection. Maybe get a black candle and just cover it in olive oil. Have the intention that everybody that means you harm, to send it back to them, so that they share. You need to do the rest of your chart, so you know where all the things are placed in your chart. I'm gonna get you on that, don't worry, Sharon. Okay, so sorry for the interruption there. You're going to be able to things like you know, obsidian stone, things like cross stone, smoky quartz is really good for when their thoughts are trying to attack you, that you're able to resist that. And don't forget, guys, if you are using stones, they're holding and absorbing all that negative energy for you. They have a job, they're connected with the divas. And so when they're doing that, they get full. They have a container, right? There's that little stone there. They have a lot of, like, depends on the stone, whatever. They have a container. They must be cleaned out in order to continue to do that job for you. So if you're contending with a lot, you may have to do it. You have to rinse them daily, run them under cold water. Okay. And then after that, you have to hold them and charge them and give them a direction. So you want protection from all that mean you harm such thing. Okay. So that's what I'm sensing, that you guys are playing. You have to play the chess game, but guess what? You're going to checkmate them. That's what I'm guessing. So you got a lot of protection here around you. Whatever you feel is protective on a spiritual side, I feel like that is what you must do to keep around you. And if some of you, I feel like, are native or into the native culture, then, you know, saging correctly, properly every day, before you go to bed, when you wake up, get rid of your thoughts. Remember to release energy at night so that you can contend with what you have to again the next day. All right. Okay, so now moving into Cancers, you wonderful, loving Cancers. You're very welcome, hun. You're very welcome. So, Cancer, well, here you go. You have the King of Swords. Also another energy of cutting things out that are causing contention in your life. You may be very sharp about that. You may be like, I'm not content. I feel like you guys are making, Cancers, I am sensing that you are in your family units, in your friendships, all of these people, I feel like some people are draining you, like they're vampirizing you of your energy. And so you're laying strong boundaries. You're very welcome, honey. I hope that helped you. If you guys have any other questions, you know, you guys can ask questions too. I'll do my best to incorporate them or pick up on your energy, okay? So when you guys are contending with all of these, like, I feel like, you know, like people are trying to take real stabs at you, and you may feel very defensive, very, very defensive here. So let's just take a look at what's going on in your environment, in your Akashic records. What you are contending with on this spiritual, whoa, that's a lot. Look at all these. I think I'm going to put them back. I'm kind of feeling like they just aren't really whoa, there it is. Okay, fated meeting. For you single Cancers, don't give up. Okay, there is You've been holding energy, single Cancers, for a long time to have someone correct come into your life. You may let a few people in, a few scragglers in, let's just say. And it's time for you to be like, nope, no more of that. I'm going to contend with, I know what I want. I am good in a home. I'm good in a relationship. I give a lot in a relationship. Yes, I have my faults, but I feel like you're going to cut those people out, because some of those people that are like trying to take real stabs at you, and I'm like literally seeing like knives stabbing at you and on the astral plane. You may have fighting dreams and stuff like that, or you're fighting with people, like real like combat fighting. I'm talking like not just verbal fighting. So these things may be past life situations that you are now cleaning up all this karma, because, oh guys, you know what, coming this like tomorrow as the alignment comes in, if you haven't contended with what it is that you want to release, you'll be contending with it magnified next year, like a millionfold. Okay, it's going to get bigger and worse, and you'll be stuck with it, guys. You'll be stuck with it. So you Cancers especially must contend with, at this time, the people jabbing at you and setting those boundaries and telling them, no, you're not allowed to do that. Too many people are projecting their energy about what they want and what they must have and what blah, like all this like projective crazy energy right now on this earth is absolutely insanity. And nobody is taking people into consideration. Not nobody, but a lot of people are not taking others into consideration. They're just like, I'm going to get what I can, and I'm going to grab what I can, and I'm going to do what I can from whoever I can. That's literally their mindset, and they shut their hearts off. Okay? So that's what you're contending with. And you, with an open heart, wanting to make everybody comfortable and cozy as Cancers do, will do that. And then you give your all, and then you wonder why you're empty, and you have to resort back into your shell like a crab. You know, that's the sign of the Cancer. Like the crab has to go into its shell. So if somebody's doing this to you, you must set up those boundaries. And it is financial. This is financial. Something, you may be contending with a relationship that they may have wanted just the money. They're looking at the money. They're not really in love with you, but you really love them. That's what I feel. So that's some of you, okay? Let's take a look at the she-wolf and see what she has to say for all you Cancers. Oh, there it is. Death. Aha. Felt it. You may be releasing a relationship and moving into something, a fated meeting that is meant to be for you Cancers. The Anubis, the god of death. You know, when you look at this card, it has the caduceus in it, within it. And this is healing. Part of our healing is dying, letting some of the death go. I mean, how do you nurture anything? How do you nurture anything if there's no real death to an old cycle? How do you move into a whole new way of life this coming year if you cannot let go of those people who are stabbing at you all the time? They will literally vampirize and drink every drop of your blood. So boundaries are super important here. I feel like this coming year, you may have a lot of like dinners, people like this relationship that you're moving into, it's going to, whether it's existing or not, whether you cut out all the old shit in your relationship and you fix it, which some of you may do actually, and it feels like a whole new thing. But for me, it feels more like a new relationship and cutting off the old. And so you meet someone who is going to be more involved in your life romantically than what you're contending with. This may have happened, or it's going to. I feel like for most of you, it's going to happen in the future. So in the near future. So you are contending with much cutting out of old energy. Okay, definitely cutting out of old energy. And even if it's family who's toxic, you're done. You're just done with it because it's making you toxic. It's making you sick. Okay. I feel like salt baths, essential oils specifically for you are very healing to help your Kundalini energy rise, the healing of the past emotions. I also feel like this fated meeting is going to give you a little bit of boost that maybe your partner is just really down on you for some reason, and it's because they want control over your money, guys. That's what I'm sensing. And if this isn't your situation and your relationship's good, then obviously this isn't for you. But the ones that are, definitely, that's what this is. This is the caution, okay? So this death cycle is a must in order to move into this fated meeting. And I feel like you still meet this person when you're in this relationship, but you don't act upon it because you want this done, and you're setting up those boundaries for that other person first, and you want to finish it. You're like, I'm finishing this. I'm done. I want to have my karma clean, a clean slate. Some of you may even be like having conversations with people, curt conversations with people that you no longer want them in your life. You're done with their bullshit. That's what I'm sensing. Pretty strong here, Cancer, because I feel like you've crawled into your shell enough. It's now time to come out and not allow the joy to be robbed from your life. Okay? All right, then. Hang on a second here. We're moving into Leos. Leo the lions. The sexy Leo lions. Yes, I do feel love is on the way for Cancers. Yes, I do. I feel like you have a fated meeting. I also feel like you've given up. So what will help keep your focus is the love within yourself. When you're going into your shell and you want to bring in energy of love, light yourself a candle, a white candle. Meditate upon it. Meditate upon the light of that you are. And meditate on, and you can even put two candles side by side and meditate on the light of another person, whether you know them or not, just the light of love that you're trying to attract. So then the vibrations flow together. Okay? I think that will help you if that's what you're after. But I also feel like you don't have to worry, it's coming. Fated meeting, yeah. Get the fated meeting. It's in the Akashic Records cards. It's fated. Just saying. We're so impatient sometimes as humans, you know. All we see is what this life is. And I'm feeling like maybe you're really physical here, Cancers. You're really in the physical area of your life. You're not really much into spiritualism, but you are a little. So if this is new to you, I feel like, you know, you might go a little deeper with things. You might have some synchronicities that are going to come for you too. Interesting. All right. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Okay, Leo. Leo. Concentrate on Leos now. If you guys have cards and you use your cards, I don't know. Lately, I've been doing a lot of readings, and the energy feels like a lot of like etheric-y stuff. And it feels like people are cleaning up so much stuff in their life. They don't want any more nonsense. They don't want any drama. They want to contend with great things in their life. They want to birth new things and work in groups of people that are healthy and happy. And we're creating that in this world right now. But like, if you guys are reading your own tarot, really be cautious to clean your cards, okay? Because the energy can stick and build. So I feel like, you know, keep them on top of salt or sage them, that kind of stuff. Whoa. Okay. Leos, you have, sorry, I just had to, all those cards got tossed around and one of them came up, and it's the Tower card. So some of you may be having breaking down of systems here, and within that breaking down of systems, you want to knock it down on one end and you want to hold it up on the other end. The fear of the unknown comes to my mind, but I also feel like you know that this must fall. Whatever's going on in your life has to fall. Actually, I feel like I'm going to take this. Let's see what's going on in the Akashic. What are you contending with here? Leos. Tower. Oh, there it is. Light of the world. Nothing there to worry about there. No small feat. You're just the light of the world. Well, think about that, Leos. You're Leo the lion. You're pretty good about, you're pretty strong-minded. You're very forceful when you need to be. You're a leader. You're contending with things that you're holding a lot of light. Let's just put it like that. It's direct communication with the sun. Leos are right with the sun. Fire sign, very fixed fire sign. They don't move around a lot. They're like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm going to knock this tower down and I'm done with this nonsense. So some of you may be trying to change jobs, have a more independent line of work. But you may be a little confused. I am sensing here, you may be a little confused about how to do that. You may not understand the wisdom that has been, like maybe you guys have been like doing a lot of learning and a lot of taking in information, but you haven't given yourself a chance to digest it, to be able to express it. So I want to say this, if some of you are starting your own business and you're just getting your feet wet and doing this and you don't have a lot of confidence in that, jump in both feet first, because Leos can handle that. And if something goes down, it goes down, because then you're able to use your light, the destruction of that, to nourish what's going to rise for you. You may be contending with people who are ill. Some of you may be like nurses, holistic practitioners. I'm feeling more like on the medical field. So you may be contending with people's energies that are very, very down. I am sensing this is within your own home. Let me just see what else is going on here. King of Pentacles. Definitely strong cards coming out here. You know, as I was shuffling, I get the sense that someone may be trying to attack you, Leo. Someone may pull the rug out from under your feet. Someone's strategizing and planning to come in and knock you down into the next year. They're waiting for the right moment to boom. Like I feel like they're very strategic and they're very patient, and they will do something that creates this tower moment for you. King of Pentacles. When I see this, I feel like you are going to be able to work through this. Some of you, that it may hit you hard, guys, and I'm sorry if that's what's happening to you, but I feel like this may hit you really hard on an emotional level. And so from that emotional like down situation, or maybe you're helping somebody else through this, but through that emotional down situation, I am seeing that you build yourself up very strong, and it allows you to it puts you on a platform where nothing can stand in your way at this point. Maybe someone's seeing something you're doing wrong too, and like says, no, that's not okay. So be open guys, to change. Be teachable too. If you are a teacher, also be teachable. How else do you learn? If you're setting up your own business and you're going through it, I'm going to tell you, I was going to say this earlier. If you are contending with rebuilding as you go through the motions, and you've never done it before, I mean, people who start their own businesses or their own practices, they're not going to be all knowledgeable and all great all at once. They build that through that process. So whatever it is that you're working on, I feel like it's the time to be able to build through those processes. If you haven't destroyed something in the past, somebody's coming in to absolutely slam you. Wow. Aha. Laura, that's great of you, eh? Nice. You'll be taken care of later too. What is this? I think I've been hacked or something, because there's a lot of this in my readings lately. Sorry guys, just ignore them. So I do feel like someone's trying to steal your thunder here, guys. If you guys have been doing, also, I'm going to say this, if you guys have been doing something that is not really on the up and up financially, you may have really hard things to contend with to straighten that around. So if I were you, I would be looking at that before next tax time and feel, I would say like, get your shit together, you know, financially. If you've let your finances like just go and you just not caring about it or keeping accurate records, stuff like that, I feel like it's so important right now. I don't know what I'm feeling other than like it's so important for you right now to do that, okay? So important. I'm getting a lot, like it could be one or the other, so I'm getting a lot of jumbled messages and I am feeling this energy very heavy come down. It may feel very heavy. It may make you feel depressed. But I want you to, okay, if you're in the depression, okay, feel it. Be there and then let it go. Okay? Then let it go. And then try to rebuild again. Take one step in front of the other. You know, that's what I'm sensing. Maybe you had to go through this in order to have this king come present, because finances are coming in for you next year really, really good, whatever you're building upon. But please do it with integrity. And if maybe you're dealing with somebody who doesn't have integrity either, and if that's the case, cut them out. Done. Tower down. And same with yourself. In any aspect of your life where you're feeling a little like shady stuff going on, tower's coming in. Karma's coming in. If you haven't contended with this stuff, I'm telling you, karma's going to bite you in the ass. It's just a warning, guys. Okay? So definitely get your finances in order. And if you are like judging other people or other people, no. There's an essence of judgment. I'm not exactly sure. I'm getting both. It's for you. You're judging yourself. And other people are judging you. So if whichever the case may be, whichever is more prominent, take that tower, use that energy, and knock down those crappy things. You know, don't keep trying to hold up what isn't, like, just because it's comfortable, you know, just because it's comfortable doesn't mean something should be, you know, held up. Okay? You got more people trying to hold your tower up of what you're trying to destroy. That's what I'm feeling. So you no longer want this kind of chaotic energy, and you want peace in your life, and you want to show correct leadership, and you want to show correct handling and interactions with people on the up and up. Some of you may felt like, you know, you haven't done so well financially, so you gotta do this or something deviously, or I don't know. There's something about that. And if it's not you, please don't take offense. It's just the messages I'm getting that maybe you're contending with even, okay? From other people, all right? There's definitely a sense of manipulation going on here, though, and I do advise you, karma, I'm not going to like it. Whoever it is that's either you're doing it to somebody else or somebody's doing it to you, they're not going to like the karma next year. I'm telling you, they're not going to like it. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. So if that's what's going on, you know, be cautious of like tax time and stuff like that. You know, it's going to be a little bit interesting for you. So make sure you got your ducks in a row. If you haven't done your, like, if you haven't like contended with it, and I feel like some of you may be getting like maybe a financial advisor or someone who, maybe an accountant, something like that at least, somebody who is going to take your information and make sense of it and make it work for you. That's highly advisable for Leos, okay? Highly advisable for Leos. Get yourself together financially. And you know, here's the thing about that. I want to add to that. When you are, you know, money is the way that we show value to something. You know, when we pay for a service, when we buy something, we purchase something, it's of value to us. You know, we want that. We want that in our life. And that's the way we've decided as humans we're going to interact. So, okay, fine, that's it. So that, you know, obviously money isn't the most important. We know this, but it is the energy of money that we're talking about here. So remember that there is a spiritual essence to money and how it's handled. And when you are lacking or like neglecting those areas, you're lacking something within yourself that connects in with your self-worth, guys. Okay? So please try to rebuild that and stop those negative like inner thoughts about that. Even if it's towards somebody else, stop it, put them in that bubble way over there, and let them contend with their own nonsense, and you contend with yours. And then I feel like that basis is going to really set you off on a fantastic thing. I really feel like good things are coming in for you next year. But I feel like it's going to be rocky till like, you know, February, March, April for you. This is supposed to be for this week's reading. What's going on, guys? Why do they do this to me? All right, so, wait a minute here. I'm still on Leo, and I'm shuffling and pulling a card. You know what? Oh, it's lost. Anyways, it was the Ace of Swords. So you're definitely going to start something really like exciting next year. I'm excited for you, actually. You're going to revamp a whole lot of stuff. That's good. All right, so now we have Virgos. Whoop. Let's just see. Keep doing that. So I'm just going to keep shuffling until we get one clear card here for Virgos. What's going on with Virgos this week? Or apparently my guys think time is extended into everything. Okay. The Empress. I like that, Virgo. The Empress. Very much in control of energy around you. You're contending with... some of you may be contending with birth, like childbirth, like the new child, somebody's pregnant in your family, or you are, or you're wanting to be. That might be something going on there. Let's just see what the Akashic Records have to say. Queen of Scrolls. If you don't want the baby, too bad. It's coming. This is definitely divinely guided. This is written in your path. The Queen of Scrolls is explaining to you that she's beautiful, my goodness. You may have like really good meditations about connecting in with your spirit. Some angelic energies may appear before you, beautiful angels guiding you, showing you some pieces of your Akashic records, some of your path of what you're supposed to take. Some of you may be real strong leaders in positions where you have authority over other people, a lot of people within your work. I also feel like some of you may leave that and just have your baby and then nurture your own family now, you know? Whoops. The card is way over there, excuse me. Oh my goodness, where are you? Come here. Four of Pentacles. Mirroring energy. So you are in a position where what it is that you're after here, Virgos, you're going to mirror and the person is going to attract, and you're really magnetic right now. Holy moly. If I were you this week, I would be sitting down and figuring out what it is that I wanted. I would be making a plan. I would be writing down goal setting, because your guides are trying to tell you it's time. You need to do this, and if you don't do it, well, you're going to do it. You're going to do it, because here you are. Whoop, darn lighting. Here you are as the Empress commanding it, okay? You've had past lives doing this already before. You have a second chance at something in your life, and if it's not a pregnancy, it's a birthing of something, whatever idea it is. If you've done this in a past life and you mastered something and you're bringing it forth into this life now to bring it even further. So there is definitely something about nurturing people, babies, mirroring. You guys may be doing some shadow work, mirroring, you know, picking out I feel like you've already done this though. I feel like you've picked out the negativity, and it's just like, you're now seeing the mirroring and everything. What happens when we do shadow work, when we pick out all the negative things about ourselves and we contend with them and we cut them out, the mirroring, what happens with the mirroring is that, it shows you an outward reflection of what you are. So if you're finding that other people are doing the same as you, it's because your guides are trying to show you something you're doing. So And it could be in the way of like building finances and building comfort and security in home. That's what I'm feeling. Okay? Let's take another look at that little beautiful angel. She's great, eh? I mean, who wouldn't want that to come present to you and say, here you go. This is what I think is a really good idea for you on your path. You've made this contract already before you came here on this earth. And here you go. I'm going to help you do it. And you get to look at that beautiful face while you do it in your dream time and on the astral and in your emotional energy. That's pretty fabulous. I like it. I like it. Oh, our magical lives, right? So beautiful. We can see these things in our mind's eye. We have the ability to create them and to move forward with things that are beautiful in your life. Virgos, really, you create beauty. You create a lot of beauty. So go with that. Okay, go with that. The downside of Virgo's energy, I'm kind of feeling, is the nitpicking. Okay? So if you find yourself nitpicking, whether it's to yourself or to other people, just do your best to try to work on that this week. And envision the things, the goals that you want. That's what your concentration, I feel, is going to be good with. I'd like to know what you guys are manifesting. Oh boy. You know, I also feel like finances for Virgos are going to improve. There's something going on around Christmas time, actually. Definitely feel that. Okay, so we're going into Libra, the scales of balance. That balance everybody, connected with Venus. Or who actually, you know, all humans on Earth are aspiring to be much like the energies of Venus. They're, you know, all of these planets that are around us, they all had inhabitants like what we have here. Only this, well, some of them, most of them are exalted planets. It means that they have completed their mission and they can feed us energy. So I'm sensing love energy being fed. Let's just see here for Libras, what is going on? Libra, there it is. Ace of Swords. I feel like you're making a decision here to connect in with another person. You may send a message to somebody who you've lost contact with. You may have psychic connection with them. You may choose to cut that psychic connection out and bring that into the physical now, and be able to bring that in and around your energy. I feel also an energy of magnetics here. That's okay. I knew what you meant. So you're so if you know your moon placement, then this is the hidden energies that are trying to express for your soul progression. So this would be applied to that. Okay, so the secret things that you don't know what's coming, in your subconscious, hidden in your subconscious. I feel like that's what the moon is. Okay, so this would be the placement for that. So, hang on a minute here. Flip that around. I'm feeling a little bit of backbiting here. I feel like, you know, we got a few haters there, Libra. I feel like it's through jealousy. I hate to say that, but I feel like it's through jealousy. Balance. Libra, balance. Could you even imagine? So you're bringing in balance to these people's thoughts and emotions because you're just, I feel like, very strong in your energy and expressing in your life. Like, this is the way I'm in. It's beautiful. I feel like the beauty of the energy of who you are, the essence of who you are, is being really pushed forward right now. Some of you may do a little makeover, you know, this week. I feel like you may even change a lot of your clothing. Maybe you might be looking at your clothing going, huh, I'm sick of this. I've had these clothes forever. I don't know. This is what I get. So good for you. And I do feel like Good morning, Jeff, to you too. I do feel like there is some energy where people are jealous of this, man. They're jealous of your looks. Huh. If you're contending with this, well, I can tell you when I was younger, many people, there was a lot of jealousy around me. And so I began to work with Venus oil. And Venus oil, when I wore it, I made Venus oil, and when I wore it, I was able to flow better with other people. And they didn't have that automatic, like, it softened my energy so that other people could approach in a gentler manner. And so if you're contending with this jealousy, they just want what you have. Now, it may not be so vicious as jealousy. Do you understand what I mean? Like, they have that tendency and they have that abundance of that emotion there, Libra, what you're contending with from other people. And if this is you, if you find yourself like this, but I don't think so. I feel like it's coming towards you. People are jealous of you because I feel like you're the essence of that beauty. And you see psychically, I feel like a lot of you are psychic or have very good intuitive energy to pick up and contend with that. Personally, I feel like here, Libra, that if this is what's going on, then you soften your energy somehow so that it's more approachable, and then you can have a conversation with them. And then I think the relationship grows. And I'm not really sure, I feel more like friends, gotta tell you. I feel like the friendship grows from that base once you iron those things out. And that person stops being jealous of you for the most part. I like that because you bring it into balance, okay? Let's just see what the Akashic Records have to say for you here. Oh, there it is. Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time. You may have been contending with this kind of behavior for a long time and not really knowing what to do about it. And you're just like, oh, people are jealous of me. People are jealous of me. So I feel like, yes, that's true, but soften the energy so that people can, because they're seeing a mirror image, okay? Everybody's like, when we're going through life, we're seeing mirror images of ourselves, and then we're reacting emotionally to that. Their emotions aren't balanced, okay? So yours are, and they're trying to attain that. So I feel like maybe some of you may even be teaching people this lesson right now of how to be in their own beauty. You may even help somebody else contend with their beauty. Maybe some of you are like, I don't know, like makeover people, or makeup artists or something. So you correct something with somebody and you help them feel beautiful. You don't do it in a way that's like, obvious. You're like, hey, let's do a makeover thing or something. And, you get the sense of what those people are feeling. But, you kind of want to smooth it out. So you're like, hey, let's go do this. Oh, and then you compliment. I feel like giving compliments to other people. And that readily flows off your tongue this week, so that that can soothe the energy between the two of you. And you see psychically what needs to be said to the person. So if you're concerned about, well, what do I say? What am I going to do if I have to deal with that? I feel like psychically, intuitively, it comes to this. So this may be past life connections of these people in and around you that, people don't change much from life to life. They do and they don't. Their heart essence is the same. They learn different lessons and it grows. But like, maybe this is from past life energy, that you're still contending with. So you can be fixing that. I like that. I like a lot of fixing. The Aquarian age, as we're birthing the Aquarian age, we don't know like really what it's coming to be other than understanding group work, communicating with each other better, understanding about our devices. We may be very much going into Atta girl. Talking is good. I do it all day long. I get it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But that's okay. That's good. I lost my train of thought there now. Oh well. It'll come back eventually. We were talking about karma and dealing with karma and what's coming in for us in the Aquarian age. We haven't got there yet. I know a lot of New Age people are saying that we're there, here we are, this is the New Age. No, it's not. This is the destruction of the Piscean age, still. We're not in a very euphoric energy. So when the Aquarian age, as we birth the Aquarian age right now, we're birthing it. It is a time when we'll learn more group work together, unison, correct group work, including relationships of all kinds. We'll learn a lot more about our physical body. We will learn more about the medical field. We will advance tremendously in the next little while in our medical areas about what is correct for us, because I feel like there's too many differences in medical treatments right now. And of different kinds. For instance, like the holistic practitioners and then the traditional medical field, they're going to start to work together more. All the sciences are going to start to work together more. The arts are going to start. It's an art. Science is an art. Sciences and arts are a ray of light that comes down specifically. They are melded together. So what does that mean? The sciences and the arts. Anything that is art is actually science too. There's sciences to it. So people are going to discover these things in the Aquarian age. I'm excited about that. I don't know about anybody else. I like the idea of correct work and not dealing with all the crap we've been trying to deal with. As we're ending this Piscean age, all the crap is filtering up, guys. It's all coming to the surface so that we can see it and clean it out, you know? What do we want in our life? We want healthy, positive relationships. We want good interaction with our families. We want good jobs. We want to get paid well. We want to have beauty around our home. We want to have a home. I mean, what's happening now is complete oppression for many people. They can't even own a home. I mean, if you're above a certain age, probably 40 right now, you don't own a home, you probably never in your life, if we continue to go the way we go, never even own a home. That's disgusting. That's where we live. We're human beings. Why are we treating each other like this? This is the stuff that we're contending with. That's huge, guys. It's going to change. It's going to be more like the Atlantean times. We're going to have much more understanding and much more even than in Atlantean times, understanding how to work together. Because the fall of Atlantis was because of greed. We're reenacting that right now. What happened then? We're reenacting it right now. And if we don't get our shit together this time, so 3 strikes, you're out. We've gone down in Lemuria. We've gone down in Atlantis because of, first of all, in Lemuria because of sexual abuses, and then in Atlantis because of sexual abuses and greed. What are we all facing right now? Those are the things we face, right? Those are the major things we face. It all boils down to that. People are using power for sex, money for sex, abusing other people. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of those things in the spiritual sense, but when it is used to abuse and for your own material gain and at the expense of everything, not correct. It's going down. It's going to go down. You'll see. All right. So, enough of that chat. We're going to go to Scorpios. Little Scorpios with your little stingers glowing in the dark. Did you know that Scorpios glow in the dark? I didn't know that. Well, a couple years ago I found that out. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. They glow in the dark. Okay. Whoa! Alright, Scorpio wants... You know, I'm feeling like Scorpio wants to say a lot. Look at all that fell out. I'm only going to take the top one. Alright, so you have the 3 of Wands. Heavy communication with somebody from the past, I feel. You have very magnetic quality here, Scorpio, with the other person. And something happened that you were separated. So I feel like you're going to get together and you're going to rebuild something. But first there's some communication coming in. I also feel here like you may be in like you may be in service to like the community. Like what your job is to do a service for the community. It's not just like, I don't know, a flower shop. I feel like, which is a service to the community. I'm not saying that, but like an essential service to community. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that because it's too much to say. So you're in service to the community. 7 of Cups. You may be wanting to switch jobs. You may be feeling unappreciated at your work. I'm not so sure if it's the time to do that, but maybe the thing is that maybe you'll be looking for other job, but you won't change right away. Like, you're going to make sure your ducks in a row. And I do feel like you have some dreams that you want to manifest here, Scorpio. I also feel like you're in a rest period. You're not like making big things. You know what? Just give me a second here, okay? Hang on one second, guys. No, it's okay. I'll take care of Jerry later. Leeches, right? They're lucky I can't do anything online now. Well, maybe I can. All right, divine physician. Are you kidding me? I was seeing like something essential. So whatever it is that you're doing is definitely healing people within your community. It is very important that you continue to do this. So I don't feel like switching your job right now is a good idea, but it will come, okay? It will come to you soon enough. And if you really desire this here, Scorpio, you got to put an effort into something here. I feel like you got to have some education. You may be taking a course. You might take a few courses, actually. No, obviously not this week, but like you might be planning to take some courses into the next year so that you may be like building something behind the scenes over the next year coming that is going to put you in a better position to be able to do what you want. I also feel here some of you Scorpios may be dealing with really heavy illnesses, okay? Some of it's addiction situations, some of it is like I'm feeling like alcohol addiction specifically. Some of you may be dealing with that. Some of you may be contending with you've quit those things and now your physical health is not so great. That's kind of more what I'm sensing. And if you haven't quit, your physical health is going to go down. So you're really facing this and you don't know what to do about it. And I feel like you're going to get the help you need. Guys, if you guys are contending with this, you need to go. If you're not feeling well or something, like go to get some help, okay? Whatever the situation, no matter what's going on in your health, whether it's just like a physical ailment or you're emotional in your mind, I feel like you must go out and get some help right now. Talk to somebody professional who, if you're concerned about your health, please do, because I feel like it's fixable, guys, whatever it is, because the divine physician comes down, excuse me, and guides the energy to your correct healing. So if you are looking for, something like that, then I feel like you'll find it now, especially this week. You may not be able to see them till next year, but I feel like you're going to get the right energy for you to create your physical health. Okay? I feel like your physical health is of utmost importance for you to be concentrating, and I kind of feel like it's not letting you ignore it, so that you may be contending with some physical pain right now. Even if it's emotional or like depression, you will be dealing with physical pain. It's going to cause physical pain. I don't know. I'm getting eat cherries. Whatever. You may be wanting to do something like take a Reiki course or some kind of like healing course where you're like healing people, that kind of thing. You may also have done this in a past life, so you never thought that you would be really interested in that to do, or good enough to do something like that. I don't know why I get that, but I feel like you've done this in a past life. You may have been a healer in your past life. And so in this life, maybe some of your expression is to pay that back for other people and heal them. And I also am sensing something from your past life that people are creating a lot of conflict. They are manipulative. They are narcissistic. I hate that word, using that word, because it's so overused right now. And it's kind of not, it's kind of when I say it, people get what I say. But please don't put those labels on people and say that that person's narcissistic. It's narcissistic behavior. Everybody actually is narcissistic, okay? To degrees. So we're talking like everybody thinks about themselves more than other people sometimes, you know? So that's normal. It's narcissistic too. But when it's extreme, then that's where the conflict comes in. And so I feel like somebody's very manipulative with you, and I feel like they may hold some kind of power over you, but then they tell you that they're going to help you or something. I don't know. This is really weird. Maybe it's like in a relationship, I feel like more. They don't want you to succeed because they're feeling that they want power over you. They're not in love with you. I'll tell you. They want dominance over you. There's a difference. And so when they show love, you'll feel it. You'll feel like, yeah, this isn't really, you don't feel it in your heart because they're not giving it from their heart. So you're going to understand that these things that you're contending with are going to help you if you decide to take some kind of healing energy to understand to help others heal. Then you know you're going to understand those things. You're not going to let people, when you get into that type of thing, you're not going to let people manipulate or if they are responsible for something that they're healing and you're the healer, then you're going to make them face what they need to, because you as a healer will bring in enough light to be able to help them contend with it and face what needs to be faced. I mean, isn't that what all doctors do and all healers do? You know, and this energy is being divinely guided right now for improving our health. There's a lot more things coming to work together. And when I was talking about like Atlantis and all that, I was kind of feeling that was just in general for everybody, but maybe it's more for the Scorpio. The Scorpio reading. Okay, so you may come across one or want to have this for yourself. Beware of like astral attack too. And what I mean by that is when someone's away from you, you sense that what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they're doing. And I don't feel like it's good. I'm just telling you, it's very like oppressive. I'm just going to say, and they're oppressive to themselves. Like they don't even know themselves, let alone try to know you, but they're pretty bossy in it. Let me tell you. So that's what you're contending with there, Scorpios. Sagittarians. Woo. So oh, wow. Okay, I think I'll just pick all these back up and put them back in the pile. That's way too much because look at all that fell out. And listen, you know, Scorpio season, it's not Scorpio, Sagittarian season is ending on the 21st. We're coming into the Capricorn energy. And with that, we may have to, like there's big expansion this month, and then by the end of the week, it's going to hone in, and you'll be able to deal with, and I feel like this is past life stuff that you're contending with and organizing and straightening around. Let's just see here. Sagittarian. What's going on for you this week? Sagittarius. There's the card right there. No, it's the same card as a Scorpio. Should I take that? I kind of feel like I need to. I typically am like, no, I'm not taking cards because sometimes they just want to say the same thing over and over. But I feel like I'm going to take it for Sagittarian. This, because it has to do with like psychic sight, far sight. Beginning of something with far sight. Let's see. What are you guys beginning? What are you Sagittarians up to? You're always up to something. Always traveling somewhere, going somewhere, doing something, creating something. So busy. I feel like you guys are concentrating more on, I swear. So when I was pulling out these cards, I'm like, this darn card always comes out, and I don't know if I like it so much. Oh my God. Is that bad? I was picking up the cards, and I'm like, I don't want to get that card out of these cards. Don't give it to me anymore. What's going on? Why? Why am I not wanting that for you guys? Card. It's because it's something to do with me, not you guys. Okay, so this is telling me that you do have ancestors helping you. They're helping. I gotta tell you, it's weird. Those of you who are single, I feel like your spirit, like your family, your ancestors are helping you try to have a relationship, and you're just like, nope, I want to deal with my money. I want to deal with myself, get myself situated. So that's what I feel like the situation is for most Sagittarians. However, this is divinely guided, and they're gonna help the angels of love bring you relationship. So there is something coming in here that is definitely divinely guided as well. Swords. You may have had many past failed relationships and you kind of given up. You're like, no, I'm done. I'm done giving people everything, and I feel like I'm done giving up everything. And people must meet me where I am, or it ain't gonna happen, and nobody seems to be presenting. But I feel like it's because it's not the right time, and this timing, this is divine timing and divinely guided, that this, I feel like a relationship is gonna present. Now, no one's saying you have to take things, you know, everybody has free will, but I feel like you probably will, and it probably will grow to a marriage, in fact. I am seeing like new home, for you Sagittarians. I am feeling like you're cutting out old, you're really moving, anything that I feel like you're going to be really good at this, cutting everything out that needs to get the things that you want organized and situated. Got two cards here. I'm going to, oh no, there's three. Again. We have again the King of Pentacles. So I feel like spirituality, connection with spirit, connection with other worlds, connection with the Galactical Federation. Oh boy, that's big. So that means that it controls like everything that we do, functioning in between each other. These different, like the Galactical Federation is like the different alien energies, and they're helping us form, and they want us to succeed here on Earth as human beings in the spiritual growth that we're doing. So you may be connecting in with this, guys, to help you rule over your money. Okay, there's something about money. I feel like there's spiritual, you're going to be doing some spiritual work, relationship coming in, and this is definitely divinely guided and divine timing. And if it has not come to fruition, you guys got something in the works. You guys got something in the works spiritually that you're going to present to other people. I feel like I want to take one more card here because my guides are like, do it. Do it. Just do it. There it is. King of Cups. Relationship. I wasn't sure about the financial mixing of the relationship, but I feel like yes, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups. You're going to have your own money financially situated, and then this person that comes in is also going to have their money financially situated. It is a balanced relationship for the first time. I feel that is so marvelous because I feel Sagittarians, you guys have given so much to past things, and it has never been appreciated. It's been taken advantage of like mad. So if that has been your situation, I definitely feel like you are coming into, you have love presenting, guys. Real love presenting. This is no joke here. This is something beautiful, and you see it. You see it psychically. You know it. You may even be feeling it psychically. You know, you may be feeling something coming in psychically for you, or knowing something's going to come around the corner. You know, part of mysticism, when you're a mystic, when you're learning about mysticism and the occult, there's a place where people always feel like something's coming. Something's going to come around the corner. It's coming around the corner. It's coming around the corner. You're not stuck in that, but you just have an innate sense. You don't talk about it to other people. You just have an innate sense that you know that it's coming. Good stuff. I like that very much. Cappies, all you Capricorns, what's going on, Capricorns? Do tell what's going on. What do the tarot have to say for you this week? 5 of Wands. There is a little bit of conflict around you. You may be contending with things being very different over the Christmas holidays. I feel like you will not be able to do what you want to do, but there may be a lot of bickering around you. I'm not exactly sure what that is all about, but there may be a lot of bickering around you. Some of you may be contending with other people, like overindulging in alcohol or other substances, but mainly I see alcohol. So I feel like some of you, like, walk away from those people. Don't get into fights with them, Capricorns. Like, get away from them because I don't think you're going to back down and you're going to win. Like, you know, like I feel like verbal fights, but I actually see physical fights too, which is really weird. But I don't know, it's because people, you know, when they're overindulging and especially over the holidays, like people get into car accidents, they get into all kinds of stuff because they're doing things that, you know, are overly, oh my gosh, honestly, I gotta get up and get this. Hang on a minute, guys, so sorry. Went to the other side of the room. Why do they gotta fly everywhere? Why can't they just like land on my table? One day I'm gonna get that magic down. Okay, so you have that to contend with there, Capricorn. Let's just see what else. Whoop, okay, 7 of Pentacles. You are starting anew. There is something going on that you are pulling in energy to start anew. You may have, someone may be coming back from your past that tries to get back together with you. But you're like, no, I'm done. You're like, no, I'm done. I am not going to contend with that. Yeah, you may have had a lot of back and forth, and they think that because that's your pattern, you're going to let them back in. Oh, gosh. The light of the world. I'm not taking it. There's 2 other ones here. I'm not taking this in card. 7 of Scrolls. Intricacies and industries. So you are definitely building something, and it is of a spiritual nature. I do feel like your business is partially spiritual. So maybe you teach yoga or meditation, or you work in a place like that, you know. There may be also like this, people around you are so opposite of you. You have a very spiritual nature, and you just will call people on stuff. And I feel like it's actually a responsibility of yours to call people on their stuff when you see it. You know, you have that wisdom when something is going, you know, if somebody, let's just say, is prejudiced or something like that in your environment over the holidays, you're going to be like, that's not cool, man. Like, when are you going to grow past that? You know, people are people. It's that simple. And yes, everybody has things to contend with, but that's their karma. Why are you judging it? You know, that kind of thing. So I feel like you do confront people, but you say it in a kind manner. But it's like, you just say it, you know, like you're the quiet person and you're watching your self, your health. You're not overindulging in things like other people are around you. You're enjoying yourself, absolutely enjoying yourself, but you're not overindulging where you're seeing people going to the extreme. And I feel also like, you know, you've dealt with this all your life and you're just really done with it. It kind of disgusts you because of the lack of self-want for self-control. So there's something going on there. And some of you may be contending with somebody who's done really shitty things to you as a kid too. So I feel like there's something going on there as well over the holidays. But you put them in their place this time. There's something that their behavior is just like off, and you put them in their place and you're done with it. You're like, don't even, and it's the last time they do it to you, because they're never cross you again. That's what I feel. They're never going to cross you again. Okay. Now we have Aquarius. Aquarius. You don't want to hear me sing too much. Okay, Aquarius. What's going on for you, Aquarius? Boo. The Magician, of course. Aquarius, the Magician. As we're going into the Aquarian age, you have mastering your life. Let's just see what else. I feel like there's much more to this in a moment. I feel like you put a lot of work into your life and you're at a place where you are where you want to be. Here, Aquarius, you are really positioning yourself to grow. The Akashic Library. You know that like some of the things you were doing in the past were not what you were supposed to do. Like you did it to get by. Maybe it's a job, something like that. But I feel, and even relationships, but like love relationships, I'm talking, not like friendships, but like you don't use people. It's not like that. I feel like other people may think that, but I don't feel like that. I feel like it was just there, it was in your path, you spent time together, etc. And then you moved on because it wasn't working out for you, and that person got bitter. You may have some of those types of people around you, but I feel like you have access to your Akashic Library. You know what you're supposed to be doing at this point. And if you want to get an Akashic record reading, that's advisable for you as well. I feel like your money is good. You're filling your cup right now, though. You're working on filling your cup. Your cup isn't quite felt. You do have emotions under control. I want to see what the she-wolf has to say about with your Akashic Library. You may be, you may be running into other people or in an environment where you talk with a lot of people, and I feel like you just pick up like psychically like what their purpose is. That's really weird. And like you see where people are really off and what they're doing and how they can fix it. Maybe you're accessing their Akashic records naturally through psychic vision too. I'm just reading a comment here. Is love coming in? Sorry, I'm going to scroll up a minute. Is love coming in? When you wish for love to come in, I feel like, yeah, there's like paths for that. But I feel like it's more about the vibration that you're sitting at. If you are able to hold and contain the energy of magnetics to attract someone, you absolutely can do that. You don't, we create everything in our life, if we want something, we have to work for it. I mean, love can present and then we can turn and scoff at it, right? So is it going to come in? That's up to you. That's up to you and your direction and which path you're going. But with the cards, they're saying that there's good options for you. Absolutely. So, Six of Cups relationship. Just saying. I like it. With this here, the rose, I feel like it is very beautiful relationship that's coming in for you Capricorns. Aquariuses. If you're already in a relationship, it's content. It's supposed to be. You've created what you want. But here, the magician is the creator, controls what goes on. You can access your records to find out who's coming in, when to prepare for it. Also, I'm sensing maybe getting a zodiac chart done for yourself is very wise, or go do a natal chart for yourself if you know what you're doing. If you don't, go do a natal chart because it walks you through it. It's very easy. And I feel like you're mastering bringing in energy of love. You may have had some things to contend with financially. I feel like people have like poisoned the well. I don't know, just like poison the water is what I get. Maybe somebody had like real problems that you were with, and they kind of didn't want to take responsibility for stuff, and if they did, they weren't able to follow through with helping themselves. This is what I pick up. So I feel like that is over, but they feel like they may want to come back in. So be cautious of that, because I feel like you're done with that. You are mastering your life and you want to create what you want to create. It is absolutely, I want to say one more thing about that past relationship. You manifested it, but you needed to move away from it, but it was also part of your path. So it wasn't a mistake. It was a learning lesson. Do you understand? So try not to be down on yourself about making the same kinds of mistakes, because we only learn as we learn. We only can do what we can do as it's presented. So if there's that going on in your own head, you're not feeling good about yourself, that kind of thing, care for yourself, guys. Watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. Thoughts are things. So you want beauty. You don't want to bring this energy back in. You've mastered what's going on. You're able to contend with it. You're at peace. You don't want to slip into that depression, because they're going to try to drag you back down to where they are. And it's just going to, it always seems to me that when things like this are going on, if you have a person that's resistant, it never happens that you bring them up. It happens that they bring you down. They're stronger in that level of energy. So they're stronger than what you're holding in light. So if someone's bringing you down, you need to feed yourself more light, take care of yourself more, nurture yourself more, have good friendships, watch good things, that kind of stuff. I feel is super important here, Capricorn. And it does seem to me, I'm going to tell you, if you guys have had a lot of relationships, you're cleaning up karma from past lives. It's like you've been with every one of those persons in a past life, and you probably just led your life fully with them. So now you had a chance to separate yourself from it and contend with it correctly. And so you're clean. I feel like your life is cleaning up a lot of karma. So you are like the magician, cleaning up your karma. That's what this life's about. But the goodies are going to come in for you guys yet. The goodies are going to come in what you want, because you're going to do if you're doing that shadow work and pushing through all of that nonsense, you're going to get the goodies. You're going to get the goodies. I'm telling you, those are the goodies right there. Beautiful love, cohesiveness. I am feeling separate paths, yet in unison. And you will very much mirror each other. I feel like you'll wear the same clothes. You'll finish each other's sentences. Yep, just saying. Excuse me. If you guys haven't experienced that, it's coming for you. I keep saying Capricorn. I didn't mean to say Capricorn. I meant to say Aquarius. Excuse me. That was Aquarius reading, not Capricorn. So if I said that, I apologize. I don't know why my brain is stuck there. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe your Capricorn placement is what you need to look at also. Check it out and see. Okay. Now we have Pisces, the last one on the zodiac signs. Pisces, Pisces. Sorry if that was confusing and I kept saying Capricorn. That's what happens to me after I read. It's like my brain goes to mush. It's all the same thing. It's a wheel, but it's all the same thing. I apologize, but definitely that was for Aquarius, and you may be contending with Capricorn energy there or whatever in that area. So if that's what's happening, maybe look up at those areas in your chart. There it is for Pisces. We have the Eight of Wands, moving past conflict with great force and great power. You may be coming out of a very difficult, I don't know, like sometimes that feels like, maybe like a marriage that had been let go and not properly divorced, etc. I feel like that's getting contended with. Cleaning up, guys. Cleaning up all the stuff we didn't do, right? Keep cleaning it up. The moment that you guys go on that path, I feel like maybe you've been afraid. Maybe that your partner has always tried to manipulate you, so you may have been you may not wanted to succeed, because whatever you would have succeeded, you would have been had taken away from you, that kind of thing. And I feel like they probably would have, but you kind of paced yourself through that, so you're coming out of that now. Master Artistan. So you are definitely mastering what is going on in your life. You may very well, I don't know what I get, food, but there's something about your food intake that improves. You may be taking up a new hobby. I feel like maybe new hobbies are coming in for you, Pisces. Maybe over the holidays you get a gift of something that's really different, and you begin a new hobby with it. I don't know what it is. It's just telling me a hobby. So maybe it's artistic, maybe it's music. I'm not really exactly sure. But let's see what the she-wolf has to say for you Pisces this week, along with the other things, the other cards. Oh, there it is. Two of Wands. I feel like you may be thinking about like a past relationship. There might be something like you may be trying to connect in psychically with a person from the past. You may have gone through very difficult relationships, but you may have broken up with this person. I also feel like you became like, either they did or you did become bitter. So there's, or hardening. And it was because there was no separation from the past. So I feel like once that's contended with, then the person may pick up psychically, because there's an opening, an energy of opening there. So I do feel like this person you're connecting in with the past is also single at this time, and you are single at this time. For those of you that are single, that's what this is referring to. I feel like, okay, so for one group, you may connect in with a past love, and there was a lot of conflict, but you've put the conflict behind, and it's been enough time now that you can contend with things. But Pisces, if you're not contending, I feel like you must contend with what is presented before your mind. You may have a lot of like emotional thoughts about things coming up from the past, and you may feel bad about some things, or you may feel hurt about some things, or whatever the emotion is. I feel like then now's the time to heal that. Like I feel like there's a sense of forgiveness that comes in. There's a sense of forgiveness in the self. I'm going to say there's a sense of forgiveness in the self. You're very welcome, honey. I'm glad that you that applies to you. I'll talk about cusps some other time. You're either one or the other, but you could be like, you know, you have tendencies to be like similar of both because that you're so close, but you're either one or the other to a degree. So I'll talk about that sometime, okay? But it's positive energy to mix that. Okay, anyhow, so back to Pisces. I feel like all that emotional energy that you're contending with, you're gathering and like, I don't know, harnessing. I feel a harnessing of energy of all that. And this energy of, if you guys have not had a spiritual experience about forgiveness, when somebody's done you really wrong, then you're going to experience this over the holidays. I'm telling you. And that is one of the most magical things in a person's life, because it pushes them beyond anything that holds them down, that they would like to attain with management and control. So that is what I'm seeing here with Pisces. And with that, I am feeling like you need to keep in check your thoughts. Okay, you need to meditate also to release the negativity. I feel like you may be running into a storm of energy like this person here, and you have to, but it's through wisdom. With the pyramid here, it's through wisdom that you have to attain that, like, to walk into that conflict up there. So I feel like you're coming out, you're running away from one thing, but then running right back into something else. Maybe part of this also is to take pause so that you can contend with, like, I feel like you're never alone. I don't know. Maybe Pisces, maybe there's something going on that you feel like you're missing out on something if you're alone, but maybe it's about missing out about what's inside of you. Do you know? So there's something about that too over the holidays. But so you may be running very quickly into a storm of another relationship. You don't give yourself much pause in between. But I feel like this time you have really learned the light of forgiveness is what I'm going to say. That's the simplest way I can put it. The light of forgiveness. It is a very, very magical tool for people to use. People can say, oh yeah, I forgive you or whatever, but you know, you don't. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but when you really, really forgive another person, the freeing energy that it brings in first, it brings in first the energy of understanding your responsibility within the situation. It brings in the responsibility of the other person, and it brings in the contentment between the difference. Okay, so it seems to me that that is where the heart really begins to open, and all the things that you wish you wanted or you strive for, and that it's like it's going to flow in naturally because it allows you to content. You may be contenting with dreams, Pisces, that sort of things as well. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me here on MoonLight Divine page. I also formed another group called MoonLight Divine Group, so that's not confusing at all. But I did want to form a group for those of you who are really interested. I put up a lot of stuff up there that is going to delve deeper into some magical stuff because it's more a private group. There will be more paid things on there to purchase if you want. People will have services for sale. I will have services. I haven't gotten them all up there yet. I just formed this, guys, so give me some time. But I have like classes I'm going to be teaching and stuff like that, and they'll all be done out of that group, okay? Because it creates like no interruptions, like people coming in like this, trying to get readings and stuff. But it's more private for online. So I will be doing something a little different this week. I haven't really quite decided how I'm going to fit this all in, but I'm going to do it, and I am going to have some teaching stuff available here for you. Okay, so I hope that you have a chance to take a peek at that and check it out and see if you like it. If you like it, you can ask to join the group, okay? And get a little bit more further in-depth teachings on some magical workings, all right? Thank you so much, everybody. It is so good for you guys to see you guys today and for you guys to be able to join me. I thank you so much. And I love your support, and I love feeling all your guys' energy. And please, whatever difficulties you're working through, how things are going with you, take yourself with care and love, especially over these difficult times. This holiday is going to be a little difficult for a lot of people who have to be away from family, myself included. So I do hope that you guys are all well, and I do want you to stay safe and progress in yourselves as much as you can. Stay in meditation and be at peace. All right? Bye for now.